Welcome, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is Aquarius Pisces. Pisces Aquarius. Oh boy, this is not easy. I had to go make another pot of coffee and take a bath and grab some fresh candles. Y'all, this is heartbreak, okay? Big time. Let's get this going here. Roasted chestnut, teak wood, and cardamom candles. And then a little peppermint that I made just for this, for aromatherapy. I had to kind of say a little prayer for myself, of a Jesus take the wheel for this one because I hate to see it. I hate to see that many Three of Swords come out. Like I used like 3 different decks, okay, and Three of Swords came out. Every single one. As did Three of Coins. In reverse. So we're talking sabotage here. This could be very well a work situation that is so disorienting and heartbreaking that you're having a hard time wrapping your head around it. Or this is a confirmation of a red flag that you saw or will see this week, whenever you see this. What is time even? you know? Um, the moon twice. Ooh, moon in reverse. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm such a blonde. Ooh, advice. This is my advice for you. And this is my advice for you. And it's moon. Wow. This is kind of serious. This is kind of deep. This won't be for everyone. I'm telling you, this is a very specific message. And it's a warning. And I'm about to make myself comfortable and drink this coffee. Because, like I was saying, I hate to see it. It's a, dare I say, conspiracy. 3 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Coins in reverse. 3 of Coins is the situation with what? 2 of Wands. Peep game. Peep game, see it for what it is, and start to formulate a plan. Bottom line there. So a couple of this, let me sit down. What am I doing here? Spilling coffee all over my toes. Oh, I wrote some poems for you guys too. Okay, peppermint. You need, okay. It smells really good, by the way. So, get yourself some peppermint. Peppermint something. I don't know. I make my own little foot oil with peppermint. It's easy. It's simple to do. Anyone could do it. You can get But if that's not the case, just surround yourself with aromatherapy this week. Okay. There's maliciousness here. There's actual literal sabotage. There's actual literal black magic done on you. And if that is a scary thing, just think of it this way. It's everything is energy. Matter doesn't even exist. Like it's all sound. My hand is just sound. So, think of it this way. There's some people if it's not someone that you're literally with, it's going to be a heartbreaking situation where you find out that some of the people that you're collaborating with very closely are into some very dark stuff. And they know that you're not. And they know that you're pure-hearted. And they know that you can't be bought. I feel like that comes up a lot for why people hate Aquarius and Pisces people. Is because they can't be bought. Oh my God. This is wild. I feel like I didn't even need to pull all these cards because I just pulled double of every card. Magician in reverse. No, wait. Okay, hold on. I'll put a timestamp when I stop babbling. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. All these threes, backstabbing and black magic and sabotage. Ooh, what's that Sabotage BC Boy song where he's like, I can't. Hold on, let me drink my coffee. It's too early for this, you guys. I rolled out of bed like, let me do a little tarot reading for the day in my little pajamas, and I was like, I can't stand it. I know you planned it. I'ma set it straight this Watergate. I can't stand rocking when I'm in this place because I feel disgraced because you're all in my face. What does he say? Oh my god, listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage. Oh, I can't stand rocking when I'm in here because your crystal ball ain't so crystal clear. So these guys are using like black magic and they're playing with things they don't understand to get ahead. And they're going to use you as collateral. They're going to. That explains that. Hold on. Okay. I think this is a work situation, but there's no way there would be Three of Swords 3 times if there wasn't a love situation going on here. Maybe you had a secret romance with someone at work and they were secretly sleeping with someone else that you. It was like a secret love triangle, but you, if it's like you're the only one that's not in on it. I don't see any like marriage or commitment cards here, but there's definitely like a love, passion, and someone trying to basically sabotage you and sabotage your career by making you look crazy or making you look stupid after you've done all the hard work so they can swoop in and like buy you out. So, mundane day to day warning number one would be if you are part of a collaboration where there's like part owners and there's three, let's say theoretically there's 3 owners, okay? Um, I know literally nothing about business or finances, obviously. But it's like if make sure that you have make sure that you own a more percentage of the company, like what I know about businesses like Dallas, like make sure that nobody else owns more of a percentage of that company or that business so that they can't all of a sudden buy you out and sabotage the whole thing. It reminds me of this article I read about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I think some sort of some sort of thing about they owned a vineyard together and they're mad at each other and she sold out their shares and now they're suing each other or something. Okay. Stay on top of your finances. Don't let this heartbreak, if it's just come out that they're cheating on you, if it has just come out that there's a third party, if you are just realizing that it's like you thought it was just the two of us and you're realizing it's just the two of us but them, because it was always kind of like the three of us, but nobody bothered to like tell you it's because they were doing all this other creepy crawly stuff. Creepy crawly stuff. If this is a community or a troop or a fraternity or a sorority or a family, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is a situation where your higher power is, you know, let's not argue over semantics here. If you want to just look at it as an archetype, the devil has a very cruel, twisted sense of humor. It's only others' pain that, laughing at someone else's expense, someone else's pain. So there's a maliciousness here that is adding to this broken heart. It's not just cheating, it's a maliciousness. It's trying to make you look crazy, it's trying to discredit you. It's trying to destroy your career. It's trying to use you and your spirit and your being as some sort of a sacrifice. Like, that's all the rage these days, you know? Like, these billionaires, it's like Elon Musk hiring what's her name Banks, Miss Voodoo Queen herself. Yeah, she went off. It's so sacred and precious that she went off and sold her knowledge about voodoo to goddamn Elon Musk, right? Like, all the billionaires want to have their own little witches these days. And it's all garbage. And it's all a trap. And it's all chasing the dragon. And it's all the dragon eating its own tail. And you're going to rise above that. Okay, this is you turning pain into power. If there's anything I could say, and get I'm Kaya with her little gavel. Hey, like, it went from my neck, my back, my this and my that, to the gavel, to Judge Judy. Hey, peep game. Don't let anyone play you. See what they're doing if it hasn't been done already. If it is, we'll talk about what to do and how to deal with that pain. But more than anything, this is you turning that pain that they wanted to keep you in into power, into movement, okay? Into you becoming the mystery. Them feeling like they have control over this situation, to them realizing they have no control over the situation. Because your higher power has a sense of humor that it will take all these dark tools, all these dark plans, and flip them on their head and turn it into beauty and power and freedom and a deeper meaning. Those that were trying to restrict or confuse you will be confused and restricted, but in a way that is, it's almost beautiful, and there is almost a, like a, it makes you feel humbled. You know that there is a greater power that does want to meet us halfway, however you want to see that. That saying, you needed to see how far they would take it to truly cut ties here. You needed to see what they were willing to do to get to where they thought you are. What tools they were willing to use that are forbidden for very good reason. The lengths that they would go to sabotage your career, it's from minute to major. Three of coins in reverse 3 times. Three of wands in reverse 3 times. I didn't even need to pull all these cards. Three of swords. Three of swords. Oh my god, look at this. If anybody can help me out and remember this Chuck Palahniuk book that I'm thinking of in my head, where the story is this. There's this little strange island off the coast of, I don't know where, what, I don't know, the East Coast, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Like Massachusetts or something. Help me if you know this book. It's been like 20 years, but it's like this little creepy community had this agreement with each other that they would have like one very talented artist, basically, that lived there, that they would prop up and that would become famous, and then the entire town would leech off the success of this one artist. It's very calculated. It's very, you are just a little fly that got caught in this web, and you happen to also fall in love with one of these devious people. There's no way there would be three of swords 3 times if you hadn't have fallen in love and gotten your heart completely destroyed here. So there's like a wickedness and a maliciousness here, but you are the sunshine here. So you're gifted and you're talented, and that made you a target. So if you have to ask why, it's because you are the sun and they were only just ever reflecting your glow, and they know that. And they're fine with that. They're like leeches. It's so disappointing. To me, this is my little deck, by the way. So this shows kind of three different people working together, but there's like this one in the middle that's a little bit of a what have I gotten myself into, sort of. And with this in my deck, it's so much about staying optimistic, and it would be like this. So it's just absolutely, besides being heartbreaking, it's so disappointing. It's just incredibly disappointing, this. Wow, what did I write here? Hold on. Chicken scratch for you guys. Would he love you if you were more beautiful? More incredible? More. So, somehow I don't think so. Some hearts never loved at all. They just pump the flow of blood from brains to the genitals below. Yikes. So they hung you out to dry. They used you as a sacrifice. Big deal. It's only going to empower you. It's whatever they did to slow you down, like I was saying, your higher power is going to use that to propel you. A new perspective. Wisdom gained. For you, on your hero's journey, you have show you here. The Magician upright, the Sun upright, and the Knight of Swords. So with the quickness, you were coming back in with that sunshine, with that glow. You know, you don't need them. They needed you. They needed you. And if this is all happening with the moon as advice, don't confront anyone. Don't say anything. Don't communicate anything. With all these Three of Swords, this is talking about you are bleeding and you need time to heal. So if you feel caught up in your career by this, let it be. Let it be that you just sit. Let it be that you know that if there's anything you don't understand, it's coming, and it's coming with the quickness. So with the moon in reverse, it talks about you putting your precious energy into some sort of a void, like a black hole. Constantly arguing, constantly fighting. If this is a business that you work for or a company that you work for, you can do bad by yourself. Like this, they have some really dark associations here. If this isn't a friend group or a cult or a sorority or whatever, this is the kind of company that would provide like drugs and alcohol to their employees so that they can keep them controlled. Keep them, there's like a mind controlling. If they could, they would make y'all push button robots, and maybe that's what they're working on. And if that's not a company, that's what this person that you were seeing was working on. secretly, making you into their own little push button robot. And there's going to be something that happens that makes this utterly clear. Completely clear. Ooh, what's that? And it will propel you to new heights here. Okay, so it's like you might have to walk through the museum of your pain a little bit here. If this has already happened and it's just resurfacing for some reason. It's not for no reason, it's for a reason. So allow yourself to stop and feel the pain. Allow yourself, to feel that hurt. It could be that the people in your life that help you are complete strangers, and the ones that were supposed to be there for you thought that if there was any way that they could benefit from your downfall, they were going to take that opportunity, and they did. I don't want to get into all hocus pocus black magic for this because I don't want to even dwell in that place. There's, again, no esoteric value whatsoever to black magic or voodoo. It's a trick to keep you here. It's a trick to keep the dragon eating its own tail. I'll say that as much as I have to. You don't have to do magic, you are magic. Those that have to do magic don't belong here. And if you're part of that group, which you're not, this reading is for somebody who is pure, who is true, who is magic, who generates their own ideas, their own inventions, their own power, sun. Perpetual energy machine of just magical, beautiful creation. That's a threat. Or it's literally like I was saying in that book, they wanted to use you as a battery. And that's why you're feeling worn out. Well, look, no more. Bottom line here in my little deck is the death card. There's the blood for the blood that is shed, that you've bled from your heart to a period of blackness. So right now with the Hanged Man, you're kind of in this period of blackness where you're feeling like RIP, like my heart, my soul. But there's this white light. I didn't do a great job. I'm not an artist, you guys. But there's supposed to be like this white light, almost a door, that's right there for you to step through after you kind of shake off the realization that this happened, or this is happening and you're stopping it right now. But not to do. Star in reverse. Someone's been trying to give you bad advice this whole time. Someone's been trying to sabotage you. So, what example would be what? Someone's asking. Example would be this friend, if it's not a lover, invites you to just go for a quick drive. We're not gonna get out. You don't have to change. You're all in your pajamas or something and flip-flops. For some reason, they look really nice, and then they decide, oh, hey, let's just stop by here, and it's like a full-on party. Or like a full-on like dinner or a get-together, and they get out looking really nice, and you get out looking like like you just like a homeless crazy person or something, because maybe you literally just did roll out of bed. And then everyone looks at you like you're crazy. So that would be an example of the sabotage. If it's not like a love situation, or if it is, my God, it's like, hey, let's just go for a drive, and you're just relaxing, and you haven't done your hair or did your nails or nothing, and they're like, hey, let's just stop by my parents' house or something. That would be another example of that. Ew. Star in reverse is someone giving you bad advice. So an example of that would be, for your business, after they feel like they've stepped in enough to take it, or they've like invested in you, but it was only to eventually take it from you. So they all of a sudden have all this advice for you and your business, and you're kind of like, wait a minute, this, maybe that part of it is not their say or has nothing to do with them, and it's on purpose. It's bad advice on purpose. They're giving you this, you're like, oh, I don't know about that idea. They're trying to sabotage you by giving you bad ideas. Okay, so this is about discerning true guidance. If we want to find your true north, okay, whatever that means for you, find your true north. Don't think that you can fight this out. If this is what not to do, let me show you this pile. What not to do. I'm a mighty warrior, fighting, trying to build a bridge. So you can't fight with them and you can't make peace with them. Who do we have as what not to? Eli Whitney. So Eli Whitney is kind of the archetype of the bad guy in this situation. His two main discoveries brought wealth to southern plantations. That's blood money. Whatever this group is, you don't want any part of that. You don't want any part of a family that has blood money or that kept slaves or that, I mean, a lot of the money in the world, a lot of the wealth in the world, most of the wealth in the world is blood money. And you don't want any part of it. So for those that are out there thinking that they can live a spiritual life and they're also planning on buying a mansion, you are not spiritual and you are not living a spiritual life, and you are indeed part of the lizard eating its own tail, chasing that dragon. So this is a rejection, is protection, big time, because whatever this group is or whoever that family is, they've got a lot of blood on their hands, and it's definitely an out damn spot situation with whoever you're dealing with. They're completely in denial that has anything. Oh, well, what my ancestor did had nothing to do. What, that could have been you. That could have been you. And now you're here again, and you're so convenient for you that, you know, you're a billionaire family. So convenient for you that for them that they come from this billionaire family whose wealth came from blood money or invasion or literally modern day slavery like in China. You don't want any part of that. And there are no loopholes in karma. There are not. And that's how this bootleg Westworld upside down place keeps going. The lizard eating its own tail. But not you. That's over. Your higher power just needed you to see how far they were going to take it. You're no one's sacrifice. Like I was saying, if I could do one thing, it went. Shout out to Kaya, by the way. If you don't follow her on Instagram, it's funny. But it went from a very sexy situation to, oh my God, wait, are you trying to fucking kill me? Like, what? Don't try to tough it out. Don't try to make peace with them. Don't try to fight them. Don't try to make excuses for it. And don't join any little clubs, and don't be friends with anyone who's joined a little club. Don't join any clubs, don't join any fraternities, don't join any religions. That's spiritual advice, believe it or not. The kingdom of heaven is within, and your higher power, yes, kind of needed to be humbled, maybe just a little bit. No. You didn't need this. You didn't deserve this. You don't deserve this pain. Period. With the gavel. Kaya with the gavel. No. No more. Okay? Sorry to yell at you guys. No. I hate seeing this. I hate seeing something that's so beautiful and so pure, like hard work and hope being used against somebody in this way. And if it's not a work situation, there sure are three of them that have been meticulously working on your downfall. Too bad for them. Too bad for them. Okay, so. Oh, I forgot I pulled this. Yeah, I swear to God, I just pulled all the same cards over and over again. Five of Pentacles, smiling to your face while stealing from you anything they could, whether it be ideas, whether it be wisdom, whether it be literally money. And I thought they were going to get away with it. Nope. Everything is seen here. Everything is seen here. And now you're about to see everything. Because you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. This is pure potential. This is just the beginning. Your power, your confidence, and your new life far away from all these little bloodsuckers. And if you, there's just, they cause so much emotional confusion. Like they created, if they were business partners, we could do this and this and this and this, and they had so much going on that it was almost impossible for you to make a decision. Characters that could be in this saga. So this could be very much a boss or a CEO there that you thought was working with you and they're just working against you or using you for your wit, your labor, your intelligence. And then they were going to... Okay, so it would be like this. Obviously, if this is someone who is trying to, dishonor your name or... What does that even mean, dishonor your name? Does that cause confusion? Huh. So this person is they are an authority. They have maybe built the business up themselves, but there's a lot of dark stuff that this was built on. There's blood money here. This was this whole entire company may be built on blood money, and it's the death throes of it. They didn't get away with it. They won't be getting away with it. So if it's not that this person is the CEO and this is maybe a mate or a friend or a brother, we're talking about a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Ill-dignified. What does that mean? Means that they don't care if they create chaos in everybody else's life as long as they have order in theirs. They don't care about actually being helpful to anyone else as long as everyone else is a resource to them. They see everyone as a resource to them to be used, to build them up. It could be like everything is about their long-term legacy and yours doesn't really matter, even if you're in the family. Like if this is the father, they would make you think, well, you put up with the abuse, someday they'll die, and then they die and you find out they didn't leave you anything in the will anyway. And you wasted all those years in this miserable, abusive family thinking that someday it would pay off. But it doesn't, or it didn't, and that rejection is protection because this is blood money anyway that you don't want on your hands. You don't want to spend any more time in this hole than you want, than you need, and you don't, and you don't, and you don't need to take on the karma of these people either. And if they thought they could do little rituals or black magic, let me say again, it's a trick. Tricks are for kids. You're grown. Yes, you're young at heart. Yes, you're energetic. And yes, you're about to have a beautiful glow up where you reinvent yourself and your heart regrows. But right now, it's the pain. Right now, it's the being unable to move. It's the ending. It's the being so done that you could never even be any more done with it. Which leads to your great work here. Oh, I forgot to say, who's the other one? So what did I say? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, male, older male, or a woman that takes on those qualities that kind of looks like that. Maybe look at that face. Uh, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Maybe a divorced person, or maybe just a very critical, like, just a judgmental, everyone can get these hands, as far as like being judged and hurt by her words, and everyone's dumber than her. She's the smart one, she knows everything. It'd be like the ill dignified version of that. So what does that mean? So that would mean, as a person, doesn't care if they create chaos in everyone else's life around them, because that keeps everyone fighting and they're able to control. And that way they feel. It's like a chaos magician. Like, they believe this ridiculous thing that the universe is chaos and you have to do black magic and you have to do magic to make order of it. And that's nonsense. And that's the misinformation. That's false. But this person would believe in that. So they would create chaos around them in order to feel grounded, to feel like they've created order out of chaos. By it's ridiculous. They're crazy. I think this person's kind of crazy. This person's really crazy. Another clue would be, they only talk to you when they want something. You only hear from them when they need something from you. They're nowhere to be found when you need something, except to give you really crappy bad advice. Like, maybe this is the person that likes to nudge you in the wrong direction by giving you stupid ideas that they know will fail. Or it could be that they just pretend like they're a friend and they smile to your face and stab you in the back as soon as they can. Like, the information, the communication that they do have with you is only just to use it against you, to blackmail you or to discredit you. And it's malicious. At the base, it's malicious. Like, they feel like the rules don't apply to them. And that they have like the God given right. These two people feel like they have the God given right to just do this to people. They're crazy. They're both crazy. And if they did try to, if this is a boss or a CEO or a father or something, if they did use that tactic that was spoken of providing drugs, providing alcohol, the uppers when you need it to perform and the downers to put you down afterwards, it's really going to be up to you to walk away from that bad habit. Whether it's your fault or not, your higher power can only really meet you halfway when you get humble and say, okay, I do need help. To say, okay, maybe this is more than a bad habit, maybe this is a problem. Or it's literally you already know and you've already peeped game, and this is the heartbreak that you feel, that someone you loved and trusted that was supposed to protect you would in fact do something like that to create a push button robot for their free use, whatever that means to you. So right now, rest. It's not okay. It's not, it's not right, but it's okay. No, it's not right and it's not okay. This is time for you to realize that if it was rejection is protection, big time. Keep your feelings to yourself. Become that mystery. Don't be obvious. Don't answer their questions. What are you doing? Why do they need to know? Your business is your business. You're the one that can create something out of nothing. And they covet that. They covet that. Don't be aloof, but don't play along. This is about healing and forgiveness. It's the only way, healing and forgiveness. Anything else is a distraction, is the advice of the Three of Swords, this pain, this wound. And with the star there, the advice with that would be that you're never alone, that whatever is still natural and pure in you, in your heart, in this earth, can work together, at least to get through this rough patch, this briar patch. So, the sun cycles matter, the moon cycles matter, the constellations, the stars. You have a soul family that is rooting for you, that knows what's been done to you, and they kind of just needed you to see it. So try to be one with nature. It says, wake up early when the sun comes up, wake up. When the sun goes down, start to wind down. Pay attention to the cycles of the moon. Keep an emotional log of, God, I forgot about this. I pulled some, this is not for everybody, but if you're around this group and all of a sudden you've been having a lot of out of body experiences that don't feel okay, that feel malicious, it is satanic ritual abuse. And yes, satanic panic is real, and there are religious people that don't know anything about it, that see Satan in everything, that they don't understand. That's not what I mean. This is like a guidebook, long established, that they were kind of following to turn you into that thing. So if this is all just something that's coming to the surface, and you feel like you've already been sabotaged, oh no. Use this time to not move forward. Use this time to be still. Use this time to kind of recede back. And like I said, be a mystery there. Allow yourself freedom from guilt and shame from any decisions that you made here. Because this is one hell of a learning experience, isn't it? You've got a whole journey ahead of you. All the cards that represent you are kind of major arcana that tell me that this pain will be turned into power. But you kind of have to accept it. So maybe there was a little bit of denial there. A little too much sympathy for the devil, maybe. Or not understanding what it was because you were naive to it. We're all ignorant of something until we are educated about it. And the best way to be educated about something is to kind of be thrown into the meat grinder. And you were. But you will come out on top. Okay, so this is a new opportunity. That door isn't just healing and freedom. It is, but it's also new opportunities for work, for career, for advancement, for success. Oh, do I even want to go? No, I don't think I need to go there. So, if this is a lover, yeah, this hurts. It's a time to reestablish what is your personal belief system, ethical system when it comes to love. That could be your baby step homework today if you're feeling stuck and just suffering, just in that dark place, just make a little list. What will you never allow again in your life? Write it down. Or literally just say, I feel this way. I feel depressed. I feel brokenhearted. And I won't stand for it. You have to add that part. I won't stand for it. You've suffered enough. Like I said, you don't deserve any of this. You didn't deserve any of this. But those people might be very good at convincing you that you do. And like I said, if they are plying you with drugs and alcohol or providing that, peep game. Watch out for that. Look at this moon. It's like going from being kept in the dark about everything, feeling like no one tells you anything, to seeing everything for what it is and everyone for who they are. And the darkness might try to grasp onto you or attack you back. The Matrix might, alert all the minions around you. Oh, look, a living, breathing, magical being. Get her! So retreat at this time. Be still. Keep yourself away from the rat race. Don't expect yourself to produce or create or make money. It's just not a good time for that. You're bleeding. You can't make rational decisions in this level of heartbreak and pain. You need to decide what is important to you and what is not important to you. A reassessment. So it might be that a dilemma is presented to you where you have to make a decision or you had to make a decision, and walking away is the correct decision. It's like, if this is not so serious and this is just a work situation, it's like your light irritated their demons and it set them off, and it had nothing to do with you. And you're walking away, you're cutting your losses. Even if this was a really great paying job, even if this is what you thought was on the path to your great work, your career, no. But it will be a stepping stone, believe it or not. So be yourself, be authentic, stay sober. How does your personal belief system differ from these ones around you? It's like, this is freedom. It feels like pain and heartbreak, but this is freedom. So I guess all you have to really do is just accept it. Is that it? Accept it? What to do, what not to do. Let me see. Just for today. Just for right now. Okay, so borrow ideas. Keep on the lookout for novel and interesting ideas that others have used successfully. Is there someone that this situation rings a bell and you know that maybe they have gone through it? Get advice from someone. Maybe you don't even know them, but maybe you can write them an email or something, a secret communication. Secret communication. And say, this happened and this happened. What do I do? How do I move forward? What not to do? Don't try and work with these people. Don't try to get the truth out of them. Don't try to work it out with them. Something's wrong here. There's details. It's like something's not right. You're like, wait a minute, that you I don't know why I'm saying that used to be blue and now it's green? Or this used to something this and now it's fill in the blank. Pay attention to the details. Yeah. The lesson here is that you learned that being lost is only a state of mind and you are always on the right path. With the divine masculine, which is about moving forward and using your pain to propel you. So if you don't feel like anything's going to ever propel you again, there's something that's going to come in and illuminate everything. And like I said, the higher power has that sort of a sense of humor. It will take the pain and the misery and flip it on its head in a way that's almost just special to you. Like almost a personal message to you that everything's going to be all right, that they have your back, that it wasn't all for nothing, and that these people are going to get back tenfold what they were trying to do to you or put on you. And you're going to get back tenfold what they took from you. In a way that makes you feel humbled but hopeful. So, if there was any collaboration that seems like it's just like they're just waiting for you to do the hard work so that they can swoop in and kick you out as partner because they have enough shares, peep game, get advice from someone who's had that sort of kind of a hostile takeover or a malicious business practice where, hey, it's not personal, it's just business. And it leaves you feeling completely destroyed. It's time to take the steps to move away from that. So be open to new adventure. Be compassionate to yourself. But also be logical when it comes to this. So facts over feelings. Once you decide that you've rested enough to move forward. And if you're surrounded by people that are trying to get you into this, something that feels off, listen to your gut and get away from it. Mundane day-to-day advice, make a list. Not of what you don't want, of what you won't accept, but what is a requirement now. As a partner for business or as a partner for love or as family. And if it's the situation where you have to walk away from an intensely dark, twisted family, that's what your higher power needs you to do. That's meeting them halfway so you don't have to repeat the cycle again next life with the same people who nudge you in the wrong direction so they can feed off you or use you or make you into some sort of a fool or crazy person so they can swoop in and take everything. No, ma'am, not happening. You will be optimistic again. You will feel confident again, and justice will be done. But for right now, it's just this realization that people are that cruel. So this is leading to joy and to peace and to a real family, whether it's blood or not. It could be soul family. And it will feel like freedom. And it will feel like triumph. It will feel like you can have pride in yourself and your decisions and your creation without someone swooping in to steal it or take it. And what's really yours can never be taken away from you. So they are going to learn that the hard way. They will lose. They will regret what they did, you know? But right now, I don't think they do. Like right now, they might regret getting caught because they don't understand that this karma that is blood on their hands goes way back, way back. And they might have more to do with it than they want to admit. They will be lonely. They will be betrayed. They will only know heartbreak because that's what they wanted for you. All this competition, constant fighting, or it's like that was just below the surface and it was all smiles to your face. Maybe they never even had the audacity to say anything to your face. Maybe they never will. You still have to walk away without that closure that you feel like you need or that admission that you feel like you need. It's not happening right now. This is just about you allowing yourself to feel that pain without shame, without the victim mentality that they are trying to project onto you. And without the martyrdom of, oh, well, it's just family, or oh, well, it's just my church, or oh, well, it's just what, oh, long suffering, nothing, no more, no more. This is freedom, this is recovery, and this is success. And this is your higher power illuminating some things that you are just, if you're a kind, loving person, how do you know that that even exists? Why? Like, what is the reason? It's the Cardi B meme. Like, what is the reason? Like, you might not be able to get them to tell you that right now, or get this. So don't try to face off with them. Don't try to fight it out. Don't try to work it out. Don't try to make peace, and don't have any sympathy for the devil here. This is about you in yourself and feeling like, yes, you're caught up, but it's not over. It's not over. For them, oh, Queen of Swords again. Yeah, so big time Aquarius, Libra, Gemini vibes there. Could be a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart, and it's just time to transform from not knowing to knowing. You know, where was your energy just going into a black hole? Okay, there's a more fruitful use of your devotion, your energy, your time, and your magic. Okay, so if these people are still around you, it's just the bottom line here is discern true guidance. Okay, someone's trying to nudge you in the wrong direction or give you bad ideas or wait till you're done with the hard work and make you look crazy and swoop in. So don't sign any contracts, get a lawyer, get advice, someone outside of this dynamic that can be independent and unbiased. Okay, and at a very basic day to day level, allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself that space. Allow yourself to feel that overwhelming disappointment. Make a list. Who's your perfect woman? Who's your perfect man? Who's your perfect employer? Who's your perfect family? Who's your perfect community? Okay, remember that healing and forgiveness is the key. In this place of being trapped in a briar patch, okay, healing and forgiveness. Even for them, because that's for you. Like anything else is a distraction. With the Three of Swords 3 times, anything else is a distraction. Wake up early. Set your alarm. Meditate, yoga every day. Every day this week. Not 2 days a week, not 3 days a week. Every day. Wake up early and go to bed early. Turn that screen off, cut those cords, and you can't lose. Remember, you're never alone. Okay, Pisces, Aquarius. Aquarius with Pisces in their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Neptune. They can't sabotage your legacy. They can't sabotage your great work. They can't sabotage your dreams. It's like you had to get battered around a little bit so that you could be untouchable and unfuckable with, and now you are. But at this point, let's not pretend like it does not hurt. It does. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. So rest. Take the time out. Call in sick. Make a little white lie. Because distracting yourself is what they want. Stay sober, austere. Keep creating. If you're feeling like the muses are going to hold your hand through this, through creation, through painting, songwriting, invention, go with that. Let it pour out in whatever way it pours out, knowing that it's yours and no one can ever take it from you. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Ooh, this was longer than I was expecting. If it resonates and you feel like commenting, please leave a comment below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. And if you know someone that could benefit from this reading, please share it with them. But my heart goes out to you. And if I've said anything a little too curtly or to the point, it's only because I know you can handle it. What can't you handle? What haven't they done? So it's time to be kind to yourself. Forgive them, forgive yourself. Don't go tit for tat. Don't expect a full confession. But everything will come to light. Everything will be reversed. And it's the end. It's the worst is over. It won't get any harder. It won't get any harder. What's that song? Disappointment, oh, you couldn't have done, you shouldn't have done, wouldn't have done things you did then, and could have been happy. What a piteous thing, a hideous thing, endangered by the rest. But it won't get any harder, and I hope you'll find your way again. And it won't get any higher, but it all comes down to what you did then. Cranberries, old cranberries. Disappointment. The song's called Disappointment, I think. So this is painful. This is disappointment. This could have been so beautiful, and it's ended up being so dark and cold. Just feeling so dark and so cold. And if you're still in this relationship and you feel more alone when you're with them than when you're alone, that's a clue. Big red flag. And if those lyrics resonate, I'll put a link below. But it is heartbreaking. This is disappointment. But it will bring you success, peace, and power. Your mind is your own. Your body is your own. Your energy is your own. Your creation's your own. Your joy is your own. And you are protected. And you are loved. And you're about to see something or hear something that clears everything up. But don't let them know that you've peeped game. Keep it to yourself. Know when to shut up. Know when to stay quiet. Know when to watch. And know when to retreat. Okay, I'm really going to leave it there this time, you guys. My heart goes out to you. Big kiss on the forehead to you. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And I'll see you for the next one, okay? Bye-bye.